Hi, everyone. This is Rowena Langes, a former student of Koto Academy, graduated in year 2000 under the advisory of your principal, Mr. Ferdinand Quides. So, Koto Academy, now known as Koto High School. Just to give you a little bit of background, I am in the field of teaching for 17 years already, 10 years teaching in the Philippines, and 7 years teaching here in USA. So again, thank you for having me as your virtual career practitioner in teaching. So allow me please to inspire you to get to the teaching career. Of course, you have to finish your high school, and by the time you get to that is your first step in preparation for your chosen or for your bachelor, and then you have to finish your 4 year course bachelor degree in elementary education if you want to teach little kids, and then high school education if you would like to teach older students. We've got a lot of majors as well. We have PE, social studies, Filipino, but I am just saying that these four are the highlight of, if you want to be competitive, I would encourage you to enroll or get the or major in SPED, English, math, and science field. Of course, first of all, we are hand with all of these characters, dedicated, excited. A teacher is also resourceful. Why resourceful? Because we don't have any materials, whatever materials that we have in our hand, we have to use it so that it could be meaningful to our students. Okay. And we were able to engage our students with regards to our discussions. And then, of course, we have to be thankful, inspire the students, innovative, motivated with all the things that's happening right now. We should always be motivated. When you go to school, you should also be enthusiastic, energetic, and then determined. Being creative is also one of the characteristics of becoming a teacher. Of course, also, teaching is a self rewarding job, especially if you are being recognized. The effort that you have exerted for the whole year, you are being recognized by that. And, seeing also your students that they give back the love that you have given to them. And of course, seeing them being successful in any way that they can. It's a rewarding job. And of course, we have the perks of the job. What are the perks of your job? Being a teacher, you travel, okay? Especially if you go to for trainings, professional development, it's fun because you get to travel with the different people and then you get to know them, of course. You get to travel with different places as well. It depends on to your trainings and seminars. Of course, the salary is there as well. And then we have price of a being teacher is to receive some gifts. May it be in kind. Okay, some students may give you like a letter, flowers, something like that. And of course, gifts for being, making friends with your students and with the stakeholders of your school, like the parents and the other teachers and within your community. So it's already a gift. Okay. And then benefits of being a teacher. Well, we have our health insurance, the retirement loans. You are trusted once you are a teacher. You are trusted with the different banks. So it's a vast institution that they offer you. We have the loans, free education. I was in SLU before, and then they give us like free masters for us. It's a continuing education for us to, advance our educational career. So we can take our masters and then free education in elementary to college for our children. So it depends on what institution are you in, but most likely you will get this being with them. Of course, in teaching, we have also our difficulties and challenges. What are some benefits? We have our salary, of course, and then we have, you teach diverse activities. That's when your creativity is being touched. So lumalabas dyan yung pagiging creative ng mga teachers and how they can deliver these lessons. Okay, and then offers job tenure. So we have also, a stepping stone for us to get to the different countries as well. We'll talk more about that. And then the intrinsic rewards, like what I've said, it's not only like physical materials, but the reward itself is seeing your student, successful at the end of the school year, and you were able to help them. And then the opportunity to coach as well. The disadvantage is that we are all aware when it comes to the financial support of our government in the Philippines, especially we don't have that much budget to support the educational needs of our students. So, ang nangyayari, minsan lumalabas sa packet natin yung mga mga activities or mga materials natin para sa mga estudyante, which we don't mind actually. It's because the goal of being a teacher is, to provide everything that our students need for them to become successful in the future. And then inadequate facilities. Not all schools in the Philippines have materials, especially for technologies, that can facilitate the learning needs of our students. Hindi lahat open sa ating mga ganyan because number one is, financial difficulties of the and support from the government as well. So then also we have the discipline issues. I have to compare the students from the Philippines and then here in America. It's because iba. When it comes to disciplining, I'd rather teach the students of the Philippines because they listen. You listen actually to your teachers more, okay, than the students here. So malaking diferensya yan sa pagtuturo dito sa abroad. But these are the challenges that we should face and continue working with them. Okay, so again, not all the students have the same background. Kaya pagpasok nila sa school, you have to build them up. You have to continuously, motivate your kids, discipline them in a way that we are not really touching them. Okay? Overpopulated classes, we have that it's very rampant in the Philippines. So it's like schools are handling one teacher to 50 students. So that is too much already. But still, this is a problem that is still existing in our country. We work various work hours. We don't just work like 7 to 4 in the school. We work even beyond our time from the school. So even kahit na nasa bahay na tayo, we are still working, preparing our lesson plans for our students and then planning for the next activities the next day. So what is our value? Being a great teacher, we takes our hand, open our mind, and touches our heart. Great value for us is when it comes to abroad, we are many countries like USA, China, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, New Zealand, even as far as Saudi Arabia and Africa, they would like to outsource teachers in the Philippines. Bakit? It's because of our work ethics. Kasi gusto nila mga masisipag na mga teachers, mga Pinoy. So we really, they really hire teachers from the Philippines because of that. And then here in local, we have teachers are hired in private and public institutions. So hindi tayo mawawalan ng trabaho kasi there are a lot of private schools right now are mushrooming in the Philippines. So hindi tayo mawawalan ng trabaho, okay, from elementary to tertiary level. Okay? Let's talk about the salary ng teachers, local and abroad. We go to local private schools. Sa Pilipinas, they started like 10,000 a month. I started 8,000 way back before 2005 pa yata yun. But anyway, so I heard that some schools start 10,000 a month for the teachers that is in private schools. Kung maliit yung private school na papasukan mo. But if you are working like SLU, that's the school I went last time, they offer, I think, like 20,000 a month for the teacher. So it depends. Pag private school, depende naman kung maliit na school or malaking school yung papasukan mo. For public school, this is general for everybody. For public school, I'm not sure about it. Just update me with when it comes to the salary that they get. So for teacher one, they receive 25,000, and then comes 2023, there is a proposal that it will be rising up to 27,000. So it is important to consider all as well that the teacher salary in the Philippines is generally lower for the entry level. pagbaguhan ka pa lang talaga, entry level, that is your salary. That's what we call the teacher one. But as you go through with your masters, and then of course promotions will come up, and then salary din natin ay tumataas. Okay, so that is for the local. Now we go to the salary ranges from the Asian countries naman. So I have a lot of friends who are teaching in other Asian countries like Japan, Thailand, and Indonesia. The salary started 40,000 to 100,000. It depends on your experience. This is pesos. We're talking about pesos. So it depends on the working experience and then the masters that you have. Same through with here in US. So this depends on the state kasi may mga state na mababa ang cost of living, and then may mga state naman matataas ang cost of living like New York, California. So matataas ang sahod ng mga teachers diyan. More or less umaabot sila ng 400,000 a month. That's pesos. Okay. So here in Arizona, I'm just basing it dito sa Arizona. This is where I am teaching right now. So the salary that we get is 250,000 pesos a month. And it depends again kung may masters ka ba, or and then kung malaki yung experience mo. So that could possibly going up into like 300,000 or more. So it's good, right? It's good to be teachers because ngayon, in demand ang mga teachers. Like sinabi ko kanina, yung mga four major fields that you need to take: SPED, math, science, and then English. Those are in demand in abroad, like Asian countries and then Western other countries. Okay. Then we have here also, going back to that, here. I would like to leave you a thoughts to ponder when it comes to education. Okay, success comes as a result of hard work, persistence, learning from failure, and perfections. I started my humble beginnings started as well kasi wala rin po kaming pera nung nag-college ako. So what I did is, nag-working student po ako as a student librarian sa SLU. And then after that, in the afternoon, I do the tutorials as well because my goal is to finish my studies because that's the only passport that I have. If you are looking right now at the other line, it says education is our passport to the future, which is true. So you really have to be persistent, determined to reach for your goal. So, yun po ang nangyari sa akin nung college ako. I even worked as a crew in Greenwich. If you happen to go to Session Road and you could see the Greenwich dun sa Session, that's where I worked nung college din ako. But looking back, those does not hinder me to stop my study. It rather motivates me all the more to, pursue my career, finish my studies, because it's really different once you are a bachelor graduate. Okay? Pag may natapos po tayo, malaki po ang mai-improve sa buhay natin. Most especially when it comes to financial future. So, magkakaroon po talaga ng difference yung natapos ng pag-aaral at hindi nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral. So, wag nating sabihin na wala po kasi kaming pera to, study and go to college. Merong paraan. Marami po tayong work na pwedeng hanapin. Like sa sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, I started my humble beginnings. I started as a student librarian. Nag-crew ako, nag-tutorials po ako nung college ako, and I was able to finish it. And I'm not going to brag, but I was able to have a comfortable life because of that. These are the challenges that I have when I was studying in college before, but does not stop me. Those challenges does not stop me to pursue my career, and I was able to finish it. So I hope you guys also na take an inspiration to ma-inspire ko man kayo sana na, one step at a time, finish your school, and you'll never know what lies ahead. Okay? So again, teaching is a great opportunity, lalo na ngayon dito sa abroad. Marami tayong mga teachers na kailangan ngayon. And US is, yearly po na nag-hire ang US. So by the time you finish your school 4 years from now, who knows, isa kayo sa mga magiging kasama namin dito sa America to teach. So I'm looking forward to it. So please try to consider as well having teaching as one of your future career. Okay, so I hope did inspire you when it comes to choosing your career path in the future. And please stay in touch with me. My email is rowena.9bis@yahoo.com. If you are going to choose your career teaching, you can reach me. You can email me with that if you need help when it comes to your teaching, to your profession. I can be, I can help you with that. So I hope you had a good day and plan ahead for your future. Mag-aral ng mabuti because ito lang talaga ang magiging sandalan natin to have a comfortable life in the near future. Okay, again, this is Rowena Landes and thank you very much for listening. Bye.